Macmillan Audio presents The Free World, Art and Thought in the Cold War, written by Louis Menand, read by David Colucci. Preface. This book is about a time when the United States was actively engaged with the rest of the world. In the 20 years after the end of the Second World War, the United States invested in the economic recovery of Japan and Western Europe and extended loans to other countries around the world. With the United Kingdom, it created the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund to support global political stability and international trade. It hosted the new United Nations. Through its government, its philanthropic foundations, its universities, and its cultural institutions, it established exchange programs for writers and scholars, distributed literature around the globe, and sent art from American collections and music by American composers and performers abroad. Its entertainment culture was enjoyed almost everywhere, and it welcomed and adapted art, ideas, and entertainment from other countries. Works of literature and philosophy from all over the world were published in affordable translations. Foreign movies were imported and distributed across the country. The number of Americans attending college increased exponentially. Book sales, record sales, and museum attendance soared. Laws were rewritten to permit works of art and literature to use virtually any language and to represent virtually any subject, and to protect almost any kind of speech. American industry doubled its output. Consumer choice expanded dramatically. The income and wealth gap between top earners and middle class was the smallest in history. The ideological differences between the two major political parties were minor, enabling the federal government to invest in social programs. The legal basis for the social and political equality of Americans of African ancestry was established, and economic opportunities were opened up for women. And around the world, colonial empires collapsed, and in their place rose new independent states. As conditions changed, so did art and ideas. The expansion of the university, of book publishing, of the music business, and of the art world, along with new technologies of reproduction and distribution, speeded up the rate of innovation. Most striking was the nature of the audience. People cared. Ideas mattered. Painting mattered. Movies mattered. Poetry mattered. The way people judged and interpreted paintings, movies, and poems mattered. People believed in liberty and thought it really meant something. They believed in authenticity and thought it really meant something. They believed in democracy and, with some blind spots, in the common humanity of everyone on the planet. They had lived through a worldwide depression that lasted almost 10 years and a world war that lasted almost 6. They were eager for a fresh start. In the same period, American citizens were persecuted and sometimes prosecuted for their political views. Agencies of the government spied on Americans and covertly manipulated non-governmental cultural and political organizations. Immigration policies remained highly restrictive. The United States used its financial leverage to push American goods on foreign markets. It established military bases around the globe and intervened in the eternal political affairs of other states, rigging elections, endorsing coups, enabling assassinations, and supporting the extermination of insurgents. A Cold War rhetoric, much of it opportunistic and fear-mongering, was allowed to permeate public life, and the nation invested in a massive and expensive military buildup that was out of all proportion to any threat. A fifth of the population lived in poverty. The enfranchisement of black Americans and the opening of economic opportunity to women did little to lessen the dominance in virtually every sphere of life of white men.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?